Welcome back. Vivek Vikram Singh joining us now. Sona BLW Precision Forgings. Lots to discuss with him. Mr. Singh, good morning and thanks for joining us. I want to kickstart with discussing the strong overseas presence that you have. Markets like Europe, of course, China, they've contributed significantly to overall sales. What have been the growth drivers in these markets, and particularly if we speak about China, because revenues have jumped from about 26 crores in FY19 to 113 crores in FY21. What's really led to that kind of growth?
So thank you for having us today. As you know, is a big day for us. Yes, most of our business comes from overseas, 75% to be exact. Largest market is North America, still continues to be 36%. Followed by Europe, 27%. And while China's grown significantly, but it was on a lower base. So China's still about 8% of our revenues. The reason is we launched a new product in the Chinese market and we added a couple of new customers. We weren't present at all in China 2 years back. So now we've decided to participate in the largest automotive market in the world.
Okay. If we see your margins, in FY20, they were at about 23.3%. Other years, we see them in the range of 27 to 28%. What explains that dip, and what's the kind of margin trajectory you're looking at as well going forward, assuming some change in product mix and geographical expansion?
Sure. So I'm not sure that the number, I think that's from the restated. You should look at the pro forma. There may be some exceptional items in FY20. To the best of my memory, in the last 6 years I've been working, we've always been between 27 to 29. And even going forward, there is no reason we should not remain in that margin range for the next 3 to 4 years, because that's our visibility.
Context, we still need to build more EV infrastructure. How are you looking at the EV segment growth of your business in the domestic market?
That's a good question, actually. So yes, we have a very large presence in the EV space. 14% of our revenue last year came from EV, and the EV market is growing by 36% year on year globally. And the large part of our EV market today is the US, Europe, and China. We are slowly seeing some green shoots in the Indian market. We are actually a significant part of the Indian EV market, to be truthful, quite a large part, but the Indian market itself is very small. I'm pretty sure that it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Very soon, I hope that the market will explode, and being early movers, we will have our advantages. I think we started supplying to the Indian EV market in 2016, 2017 with two-wheelers, three-wheelers. But the market's still small. Government's doing a lot, to be honest. Hopefully, now the infrastructure can catch up and the consumers start valuing this superior offering, which is so much better for our polluted urban spaces.
Okay, fair enough. Anticipating this market shift to electric mobility, how are you seeing growth in the BEV segment, where we already see the BEV division contribution having risen from 1.3% in FY19 to now 13.8% in FY21. What is going to be your growth strategy here?
So you're right. As explicitly we've stated, our growth strategy's biggest pillar is electrification. And that is the segment that we are going to see the highest growth from. We anticipate the world market to grow at 36% year on year. And like I said, there is no reason that we should not be in line with it, because we are a significant part of the world market. So we have 9% of the battery electric differential assembly market share of the world. So if the world market grows by 36%, we should be able to align with it.
Vivek, many congratulations for being a listed company now. Indeed, it is a big day for you guys. Having said that, Vivek, it was a bit of a lukewarm response to your IPO. The listing as well, as we speak, even though it's picked up, it's trading at a premium of about 10% right now. What's the message that you, as you start your listed journey, would you like to give to your shareholders who are betting long-term on Sona BLW?
So I think the answer is in your question itself. You said it. So we humbly accept the mandate of the markets. The wisdom of the markets is unquestioned. Right? I mean, they are right. So if they're saying 10%, maybe that's the right way to look at it. Long term is how one should look at it. This is a bet on technology. This is a bet on the future of mobility. Maybe in 1 quarter, 2 quarter, a big industry like auto doesn't shift. But if you look at the trend, the worm has already turned. The trend's irreversible, it's irrevocable. We are moving towards electric vehicles. And we are one of the best placed in the future. Can you even imagine an Indian company coming and saying we have 9% of the world's battery electric market share and people not thinking that it is a big deal? So yeah, if it's lukewarm, maybe some fault in us that we couldn't communicate these points too strongly. Second, we never name our customers. That's one of our policies because we want to be known for our work and not ride or piggyback on our customers' brands. Maybe we didn't do those things too well, and there may be many reasons, right? There may be we are being compared to other IPOs, other domestic peers. Maybe the P multiple was not well understood because last quarter we had literally only 9 months of profit. So the reasons could be many, but like I said, we humbly accept it. In the long term, I can pledge that we will grow. We will continue to grow much, much faster than the industry. Last year, we grew at 27%. If you look at just second half, we grew at 70% over the previous year. We can promise very high growth. We can promise great margins and great return profile. And we promise the high standards of integrity and corporate governance. We are one of the few professionally run and managed businesses in this space. And we are very aware of the responsibility that is upon us. 370,000 shareholders have placed their faith on us. And we will ensure we do our best by them.
I'm sure your shareholders would be mighty happy hearing that. Great to speak with you, Vivek. Thanks so much for taking the time out and speaking with us today.